Hi everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you got a chance to watch the Division Heartland news video that I put out. It's really interesting stuff around the Division Heartland and I'm very excited for the release of that game and some new footage to find out exactly what we're getting. Today, however, I did want to also cover a couple of bits of news to have come out since last Thursday around the Division 2. I would normally have covered it last Thursday, but due to the Jubilee here in the UK, I was away from home. I had like 4 days off at work, so I was just pretty busy the whole time, and I'm only just getting around to it now, so let's get into it. There's a new damage glitch. There's an armor on kill being procced when it shouldn't be. The Fairview Crew Apparel Event, that's been delayed 3 times now, is due to release soon, and we've got a little bit more to cover, so drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with all my videos. Let's get into it. So first things first, on Friday I believe it was, or it may have even been Saturday, we had this new message from the Division 2 team. It says, agents, as previously shared, we had to delay the apparel event as a major issue related to the new vanity item, the backpack, was found at the last minute. The apparel event will start on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, and the backpack rewards will be granted once a new patch is deployed at a later date during the apparel event. So it doesn't look as though we're going to be getting the backpack rewards as with the start of the apparel event. It will come at a later stage. We've also fixed the issue with conflict, which will be available starting on Tuesday next week, and that's again tomorrow. We will compensate impacted players in the near future. So good news, the Fairview Crew Apparel Event will be going live tomorrow. I'm not going to sit here and say it definitely will, because I think we all thought that it would certainly happen last week when it got delayed for the 3rd time. So fingers crossed it does happen. There is another post from the Division account here on Twitter about the maintenance going live tomorrow morning as normal time. I think it's what, 8 to 11 in the UK. So hopefully that goes ahead and we do get the Fairview Crew Apparel Event starting tomorrow. I believe it's 11 AM here in the UK, and thankfully the issue with conflict where it was resetting the expertise and stuff has now been fixed, and so hopefully people who have been missing conflict will be able to go into that. And of course the compensation in terms of people who were affected by that is due in the near future. We don't have any dates on that as of yet, so that is some good news there. So just to briefly go over the maintenance patch notes here. Estimated downtime is 3 hours. So okay, I got the times wrong, so it's 9:30 CEST, and it's normally for 3 hours, so I think that's what, 8:30 here in the UK, so it'll finish at 11:30 AM here in the UK. The Fairview Crew Apparel Event will start once the maintenance is completed. Maintenance notes, the chill out mask will no longer drop. I did cover this I believe last week, where the chill out mask was dropping from caches. It was dropping in the countdown game mode, and it was never meant to be. Yannick confirmed this was a seasonal drop. It was only due to drop in Christmas, and it wasn't meant to drop from these sources. If you were lucky enough to get it, then great, but it is being removed as of tomorrow. Fix an issue where expertise upgrades would reset to 0 after joining a match in conflict. So there we have it. This will be going live tomorrow. Let's hope it actually does. Let's hope it actually does go ahead. All right, moving on then. So I just saw this. I saw this tweet from Jamie Hall here. It says, "Not to be negative because it makes my life solo easier, but have you seen the latest login damage glitch and the shock status proccing armor on kill? Also, infinite armor on reload too. Have you any direct feedback from the devs?" And then Morton Rybrook put, "We know about it. It's being worked on." So yeah, guys. I didn't know about this at all. I've not personally had this myself. I've not had this damage glitch from login. If for whatever reason you do log in and obviously you have a glitch where it appears you're doing way more damage than normal, I'd highly recommend logging back out and then logging back in again, just in case. I don't suspect that Massive will do any kind of banning or anything like that at all. I really don't think that's going to happen, especially after the banning they did a couple of years ago. I don't think that'll happen, but just to be on the safe side, if you do notice that you're doing way more damage than you should be, just log out, log back in again, and that way, you know, there's no issue with that. The other thing is that the shock status is proccing armor on kill. I don't know if this is just PvE related or this is PvP related. Again, from what I've seen, I've not noticed it, but then again, I'm not really paying attention to my armor when I'm being shocked. So it might be something that is happening that I've not noticed. But again, this is something that is looking to be fixed. So hopefully that will happen soon. It likely won't happen now until Thursday, although if it's anything like a lot of the other issues going on in the game, it might take a bit longer than that to find out exactly how this is working and then get a fix in place. So chances are it probably won't be until next Tuesday now. Moving on, and this is as of yesterday. This tweet to Morton: so making a new character, my skills got reset to level back. I lost my level 15 expertise fire sticky to it. And then Yannick responds asking if this was an upgrade, a skill on a new character. And for what I've been told, it's a visual issue. As long as you don't upgrade a skill while they're shown at level 0, relogging with your main character and back to the new should fix this visual bug. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, where people were doing this expertise on making a new character with skills on it. They was getting reset back to 0, and everyone was saying that the fix is you need to relog your main character and go back to the new one, and it should fix the bug. However, in this particular case, that isn't the case. So this person actually says already tested. So I think what happens is, since the fire sticky is obtained through at the New York missions, it's basically ID'd as a level 1 fresh skill. Probably that's why it's been reset to 0 expertise, since when I equipped it, it's permanently gone now. And then, as you can see, yes, 100% gone. Relogging, closing game, nothing brings it back. Even going on my third character, it's reset to level 0. That's a total loss of 183 exotics now. So they're talking about the exotics lost in upgrading this, but I assume exotics lost to other bugs within the game. Yannick actually puts all skills are back to 0, or just that one. And they put only the fire sticky, the rest is still active. That's why I think it's only on the skills happening, which are obtained through the New York campaign. And then they just put, you know, I really hope you guys can figure this out. So this appears to be a visual bug for most people, because I've seen other people talking about this and confirming it is a visual bug. However, there are some people, like this person here, who believes this may be in relation to the skills because it's obtained through the New York campaign. So if you do find that your fire sticky, if you do have it at level 15 or wherever you have it, goes back to 0 when you're making a new character, then it could be that it is actually permanently lost. So I would highly recommend at this point in time not to upgrade the fire sticky for this reason here. For most other stuff, I believe it is going to be a visual bug, so it is just a case of relogging. But obviously, if you guys have any issues with that, if it's more than just the fire stick, if there's other skills that it's happening to where you are literally losing the expertise levels, then please hit Yannick up, or put it on the forums, wherever, and log it, because it needs to be looked in as soon as possible. Guys, there is a lot of issues as of T15.1. There's no doubt about it. I hate covering so many issues, but I also need to make you guys aware so that you don't go in there and experience these issues for yourself. Alright, so with the Fairview Crew Apparel Event coming tomorrow, obviously it's pushed everything back, or at least it's pretty much going to be that when the Fairview Crew Apparel Event ends, the next Apparel Event, the Street Activation Apparel Event, is due to pretty much start straight away. Morton actually put out this this poll here. Out of curiosity, when would you like to have this Street Activation Apparel Event after the 1st? I actually voted straight after, and as you can see, most people voted for that. Someone actually put, honestly, Morton, what do you think, sooner or later? And then Morton just put, we will roll some dice. So at this point, I'm not totally sure whether the Street Activation Event will be going later, because previously, prior to that poll, Rogold actually put, if my math is right, this means Fairview Crew will conclude at the same time as Street Activation begins. Obviously not intended from the start, but it should be fun, referring to having basically an Apparel Event back to back. Morton put, we might change that to get a better flow and let the last Manhunt target have some focus. We will see. At this point, it's going as planned, I believe. It's going as we will get the Fairview Crew Apparel Event, and once that ends, we'll get the Street Activation as per the roadmap. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do push it back based on what Morton said previously. Not that it makes much of a difference, to be honest with you. You know, personally, I'd like to try and stick to that roadmap as much as possible. Having it jump all over the place is just really confusing, not just for me, but for anyone who's playing the game and anyone who's not keeping up with this sort of stuff. People who aren't watching YouTube videos and who are not following, you know, the developers and stuff on Twitter, who are just playing the game. It must be very confusing to see this road mapping game, this seasonal roadmap, and the game not adhere to that roadmap. So anything that they can do to keep the game on track with that roadmap, I think, is very important. So that's the reason why I said we should make sure that the Street Activation Event comes out when it was due to come out, and that way there shouldn't be any confusion. We should go back to normal. I think the issue, the bug that caused Fairview Crew to be delayed 3 times, has now been fixed, and that's why it's coming out tomorrow, and I don't think that bug will reappear with any of the other Apparel events, because we never really had this problem with Apparel events a couple of years ago. So there shouldn't be any issues with having to actually delay the street activation Apparel event. So hopefully it does come out as per the seasonal roadmap. Alright, but that's it guys. Thanks very much for watching. There isn't really anything else that I need to cover in today's video. Fairview Crew will be coming out tomorrow, and I'm excited to actually get into that one and see exactly what all this apparel is about. We've only seen maybe one outfit, I believe, so I'm looking to see what else is part of that. I'm excited just to get back to these apparel events, which I've always really enjoyed, especially the last couple. I've really enjoyed the outfits from that, so that should be cool. And hopefully it kind of goes smoothly from here on in. Of course, the damage glitch is something that is present in the game. So, as I said before, and I'm going to warn you again, please, if you notice that your damage is much higher than it should be, please log out and then log back in, and hopefully that'll fix the issue. I don't suspect that Massive will do any kind of banning here, because there's no way that you can avoid it. If it happens to you, it happens to you. There's not a lot you can do about it. However, just to make sure, just do that, and then you haven't really got to worry about it at all. But yeah, hopefully we don't have any further issues with the game. As I said, Title Update 15.1 has caused a lot of problems for the Division in terms of bugs and stuff going wrong. The expertise system has caused a lot of issues, and just generally it's just been a bad update in that way. It's caused a lot of imbalance in the game and a lot of issues with the game. So hopefully Massive can kind of jump on this one and get it all sorted out as soon as possible, and that way I don't have to keep making these videos. But more than importantly, I made these videos for you guys so that you know exactly what is going on in the game, because if you don't follow the devs on Twitter or anything like that at all, there is no in-game messages. There should be, but there is no in-game messages that tell you what is going on, so you might miss it. Hopefully you appreciate that. Until the next one, Epic out.